This video will focus on the installation of the FOSC 400B2 closure as shown here. Installation procedures are similar for all FOSC 400 closures. During installations, follow all locally approved safety practices. First, we will cable block a loose buffer tube cable end. Clean and abrade the cable and add a bond wire if required. Next, add the foam block and adhesive rings. Place the tubing over the cable and start to recover the sleeve with an approved hot air gun. Recover the tubing starting at the bottom, working your way to the top, leaving a lump of adhesive in the middle. Next, apply heat to the lump of adhesive until the tubing is fully recovered. If no cable blocking is required, use tape to secure the bond wire and transportation tubes in place. Start 2 inches below the ring cut and wrap to 2 inches above the ring cut. Use the same taping procedure for central core cable. For central core tube cable blocking, a funnel can be used to distribute the fibers. Otherwise, follow the same procedure as described in the previous cable block. To open the base to dome clamp of the closure, push the handle to the side and lift. Then hook the feet of the handle behind the 2 posts and pry open half of the clamp. Next, remove the clamp from the closure to separate the dome from the base. To enter the oval port, cut off the end with a hacksaw. Slide the oval port sleeve over the cables before they enter the closure. The end without the adhesive goes toward the base. There is also a white arrow on the sleeve, which should be aimed toward the base. After the cables have been inserted through the oval port, attach the bond wire and central member under the bolt washer assembly. Place a short piece of central member on the opposite side to keep the washer evenly secure. To install the oval port sleeve, first clean and abrade both the port and the cables. Add the aluminum tape as per instructions. Slide the sleeve onto the port and install the branch-off clip. Then strain relief the cables with tape or a tie wrap. Using the recommended Raychem CV 1981 hot air gun with tip, begin recovering the sleeve at the base end. To recover the sleeve, convert the paint from green to black. Keep the hot air gun moving as you convert the paint, as this will cause the sleeve to recover uniformly. Make sure you get good adhesive flow in the branch-off clip area as shown. Allow the sleeve to cool before moving the cable or closures. To install a single port cable seal, follow the same installation procedure as previously described. A wraparound cable seal is available for different applications. After the cables and port have been cleaned and abraded, wrap the Velcro strip around the cable port. Install the sleeve and channel over the port and cables. In this application, we've added a second cable to a single round port. Next, add the branch-off clip and strain relief the cables. Then, recover the sleeve. If another splice tray is to be added, just insert the tray as shown. Transportation tubes can be routed to the splice tray by marking the tube just inside the tray and then ring cut and remove. Next, attach the transportation tube to the splice tray with tie wraps. To store the fiber on the splice tray, first insert the splice into the splice module, then organize the fiber in large loops at the end of the tray. To transfer fibers from one tray to another, a transportation tube can be used as a tray-to-tray transfer. The FOSC 400A closure has a slack basket for express loose fiber or ribbon. It has two splice trays, and for loose buffer tube cable storage, a buffer tube storage sock can be used in place of the slack basket. The FOSC 400A splice tray accommodates splices stored on the outside of the tray, and fibers are stored in loops on the inside of the tray. The FOSC 400D5 closure, as shown here, has a large loose buffer tube storage basket and hinging splice trays. The 400D splice tray stores splices in modules, and the fiber is stored in large loops around the outside of the tray. For the 400D closure, to attach the bond wire lug for cables entering the oval For adjacent round port, a flexible bond wire is used. For O-ring maintenance of all FOS 400 closures, clean O-ring and sealing surface using a dry cloth. Clean water can be used if necessary. Then replace the O-ring, making sure it is seated properly. After the splicing is complete, position the dome onto the base and install the clamp.